think of Team Riga. They want a whole challenger playing with 3 players.
Yes, it's doable, but it is difficult.
It is a tough task. Trust me, we all know. But they're going to play with extra heart. They're going to play with extra passion.
I don't know if there are 2 teams who play with more heart than the 2 in front of you right now. Pingo gets to the baseline. Cacho gets it back. Pingo mishandles it. Pingo up top. Jazzy Joe lets it go, but it's not before the horn. A shot clock violation is the result.
Yeah, Pingo lost sight of the fact that the ball never touched the rim.
Big thank you to Singapore Sports Hub, organizing another great Asia Cup event here in 2025. Our ball sponsor, Wilson. Our official suppliers as well, Skelter Sports, Baudet in Lyon. Also, the Park Royal Hotel. We've been treated real fancy-like here in Singapore. I can get used to this. Shout out to Marius hooking us up with the hydration.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, here we go. This is quarterfinal action from Singapore. We got 1 semi already set. And with just 2 more quarterfinal games, we will determine the next 2 that will move on. Single elimination right now, so it's go hard or go home. Once you get to the semifinals, you'll still play on.
That's going to be a moving screen.
Yeah, Bobo, a little too aggressive on that drive.
Well, Arjen Setseg is the one that that committed it, setting the screen and moving her feet a little bit.
I thought Bull could have been called too, because you saw that arm come up too. So either way, Cacho splits the defense up top to Pingo. Pingo, front iron. Arjen Setseg, Hezi, drive, shoulder drop, shot drops as well. Mongolia on the board is Cacho.
Nice.
Sprinting to the finish line. Bull. Chunks the deuces.
Oh, okay now.
That had more range than a nomad.
And that's not her main strength, obviously, but she's capable of knocking it down. What she does so well for Team Mongolia is play with a lot of pace and tenacity.
Bull, great pass. Arjen Setseg, runner, too strong as Pingo will come away with it. She'll give it over to Cacho. Cacho drives, misses. Pingo, the anticipation on the steal was the right idea, but just mistimed it, and we'll get whistled for a foul. That semifinal I told you that was already set is going to be China and Australia, by the way.
Correct.
Men's semifinal, Australia and New Zealand. So a nice rivalry from Oceania.
It's only high level, man.
Between those 2.
Only high level.
It's the only way we ought to do it here at the Asia Cup. Pingo kicks it right. Cacho. Hezi. Oh, man, nice move. Cacho couldn't finish it, though.
Her legs gave out on her a little bit on the finishing.
Bull hands it over. Kulan. A Novatar 2-piece. The Warrior Princess. Start calling her Kula to him.
Pingo with the no-look dime.
You know she got that in her bag. That's a tough reverse attempt.
And Cacho, unfortunately, kind of got caught watching the ball, but obviously fatigue is going to be a big factor for Team Philippines.
So got to have a timeout. Apparently something on the jersey of Pingo. Am I right? Or? Well, they have 3 players, so I'm not sure if she's got some blood on her face or what. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Until we can clarify what that was all about, we play on. Kulan swings it. And that one is a stray. Oh, she is told to go away. That was double the disrespect. two-handed block from Pingo.
And Cacho got kind of
shaken
bumped.
up.
Yeah, she got bumped in the knee right there.
And look who's here, actually. I just noticed that Camille Clarent is in attendance, and
she's walking around.
She's walking around,
which is a good sign. If she's capable of walking on her own and putting weight on that leg, Kyle, that's always a good sign.
I'll tell you, to me, that's the highlight of the day.
Yeah.
No matter what we see on the court, seeing Camille Clarent walking around the venue and now sitting courtside watching her team. I mean, you'd love to see that. (6-3) start for Mongolia. The ladies squad, the lone remaining hope for the country, as the men have been eliminated. Cacho hands it over to Jazzy, and Josen can't hit it. Arian Setsek with the ball fake. Streams to the rim, misses it. Bull can't track it down. Out of bounds off of Mongolia. So Mongolia, what they did in group play was they got to the free throw line more than any other team.
Yeah.
They really attacked the rack.
Yep.
And were decent at the free throw line, 11 of 18. Like to see a little bit more from their new addition, Narangu or Dinbayan. Just 2 points and 2 rebounds per game. Four fouls apiece, 3-point advantage for Mongolia. Josen, defended by Kulan. Pingo with the Euro step, but she knew the choreography.
I had a feeling that she traveled, though, on that gather. Many, and one too many steps, but she does it so fast.
Kulan checks it up. Arian Setseg puts it up. Rainbow 2, no. Got a holding foul underneath on blue.
Yep.
Difficult, again, playing with 3 players and no substitute in this heat. Kulan. The Warrior Princess is wet from beyond the 2-point arc. Jazzy fires one. Can't hit it. Kulaton looking for another one. Not happening. Going to the spin move. Tough move. Misses. Cleaned up, though. The attack continues for the Mongolian Warriors. 6-point advantage as we approach the 6-minute mark. Josen, no. You got to believe that the Philippines are going to need some twos to fall if they're going to win this game. So far, have not found a touch. Kulan wants a screen. She's going to get it. Takes advantage. Off the miss. There's Narangu. Up and in. Josen firing at will. And that time it's fire in the hole as he drops the deuce. Narangu from 18 feet airballs it.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably too big of a task to ask the Filipinas ladies. It's so difficult because the energy that you need defensively to withstand Ari Tensei and Ono Batar takes such a toll on you that after that offensively, you end up kind of being short on your shot. You're missing layups.
No shortage of effort.
That you can count on for days, forever.
That one out of bounds.
The Gillis has no quit in them. If you go as deep as you can, you'll never find any. Quitting is not in the culture, and it's not going to be found in those ladies. The problem is you're looking at Cacho making a great move, but having her legs give out on her and missing the layup. And Yosin having to take a lot of shots that are contested. And obviously, as a shooter, you want to have some type of fresh legs, because at the end of the day, each minute that go by only makes each shot coming up more difficult.
And the fact that there's no really possessions where they're going to get a rest. The cross from Josin, because, like I mentioned, Mongolia, they attacked the basket more than any other team in terms of driving to the basket, led the field in that category. So,
plus they grind you. They grind you in the paint too.
Yes, you're always having to chase them towards the rim. And
that's a moving screen.
Okay, yes, moving screen.
And Adu Tsetse tells Bull, hey, wait for me. You set me up for failure when you leave too early.
Gets him whistle for a 5th foul. Bull.
Nice.
Got put in the blender. Jazzy up to the line now.
When we talk about those offensive foul calls on set screens, Kyle, it's 50-50. 50% the ball handler, 50% the screen setter, because the timing is key for the screen set to work. And if the ball handler leaves too early, usually you have to move a little extra inch, or you don't have your feet set. Guess what happens? You hear the whistle and you turn the ball over.
As a turnover from Kulan. That has been uncharacteristic of her typically, but this tournament she has had a case of the turnover. 7 coming out of group play.
That's too much.
Second worst in the field. Josin to the left, and missed it wide right. Aryan Setseg now, who had come into this game averaging 9 per. Narangu spinning, gaining her composure, D'd up, and that is Pingo. Oh, Pingo actually got called for the foul. It's so loud in here, I didn't hear the whistle for the foul. I thought it was a shot clock violation, but it is a shooting foul instead.
She's a bit frustrated with that call. Both teams now in bonus land. Angle. That will be 2 free throws.
Now the 7th on Mongolia.
I'll tell you one thing about the way Mongolia is playing that I don't like at all, Kyle. They over dribble a whole lot. I think that Kulan holds on to the rock a little bit too much instead of giving it a bit of more movement. They're not playing with a flow that helps them create cleaner opportunities. And that plays in the hand of the Gilas ladies, because now the pace is low, the pace is slow. And even though they have to grind hard, it's much easier to save up energy when the pace is like that. You see Kulan over dribbles once again.
Yeah, has it poked away.
And that's another turnover.
And don't look now, but Philippines could tie this thing up. Not that time, Josin way off target. Kulan swung over. Bat Erdine. That one catches wind. Kulan underneath. Converts it into a score. Out of bounds. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Gilas after they come out of this media timeout.
Your favorite cam is happening right now.
Jeff, the emoji cam. See, I don't even know what that one. See, the kid on the camera now, he didn't even know how to react. What does this one even mean?
It's the shaking face.
Okay, I don't know anything about that. So the 30-second break in the action is nearly over. Here's how the last points were scored for both teams. And not a shock to see this as a low-scoring affair, as neither team has averaged better than 16 points per game in the tournament. Quick drive, Cacho, can she convert? Bringing the heat to Bull. Both teams shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way on any defensive foul. That's the 8th on Mongolia.
We talked about this. It is possible. We know how tough of a task it is, but with the way Mongolia is playing, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. And if you give hope to a wounded beast, well, you're in danger. There you go. A little bit of collaboration there.
Easy offensive possession for Mongolia. Cacho gives it up. Josin, she ain't seen a shot she don't like. She kept the green light, though.
Well, they need her to have that green light. They have no choice.
Kulan firing one herself. Cacho, tough board. Out to Pingo. Pingo with the quickies.
Oh, yes.
Dime time.
Oh. That would have been a huge bucket. And guess what? How many fouls for Mongolia, Kyle? That's number 9.
To the line, though. And 2 in front. You're right. That is number 9. And things looking very optimistic.
And the crowd is pulling for Philippines, man. The crowd are looking at the underdog and thinking, man, why not?
Underneath, offensive foul. And the Gilas are getting loud in this place. Tie game, 12 up. Bingo.
Good ball movement right here. Oh.
Cacho.
Putting too much protein on that one, but that's an open look for Josin.
Josin drains it. The Pousson is on display for the Gilas. 2-point advantage. The temperature is rising here in Singapore. Jazzy trying to get back in her groove. Bingo swings it. Oh, that is going to be an offensive foul. It was too overt. It was too overt. That will be the Philippines' 7th, but it is an offensive foul, so no free throws will result. But the possession will go over to the opposition. So 14-12, what an effort from the Philippines, who have no substitute. In case you didn't know, Camille Claren suffered a knee injury yesterday. What we're being told is an ACL.
Yeah,
partially torn. And
the partial part of things is a big win right there.
So she is here in attendance, sending her energy to her squad, playing with 3. Mongolia trying to get this thing back even.
Mongolia needs to figure it out, and they need to figure it out quick.
Bull. Not that time, Cacho. Josin. Jazzy's been averaging 5 points per game. On the cut, Cacho got swiped away. A couple of attempts. He's going to keep it alive, the active hands.
The hustle from Cacho, keeping the ball alive and getting the possession back. Bingo, see you later.
Bingo draws the foul. That's number 11 actually. 11. So Mongolia in a very difficult position right now, because they are in the double penalty. So not only will Pingo get 2 attempts at the line, the Philippines will get possession as well. Pingo sees that one ping off the front of the iron.
And obviously there's going to be a warning for coaching, because Claren being on the sideline, you cannot interact with her directly as she's not participating in the game.
Whoa, Bingo.
I like the, got it.
She took a sigh of relief, because off the release, that did not look like it was going to go. But it does give the Philippines a 3-point advantage.
And Mongolia cannot afford to foul.
Cacho, good look. Bingo draws another one.
I kind of agree with Kulan, though. Pingle is jumping forward, so I don't really like to see players be rewarded as they jump forward because it's unnatural. Like, to me, and I don't know how you feel about it, Kyle, but a shooter needs to maintain his shooting form.
Yeah.
And right now, Pingle literally jumped forward and kind of baited the foul call. I would have kept it a non-whistle, but I didn't see the replay, Kyle, so it's kind of a tough call. But that's I'm sharing my first emotion, first feedback. See what I mean?
Yeah. It's 17-12. Can you believe it? The Gilas in front. Cacho missed it. Kulan up top. Minute 35 to go in this one. If Mongolia is going to make a run, it's got to happen now. Loose ball goes over to the Gilas. Pingo is feeling herself. She's played great here in this game. Oh, the snatch back. Jazzy. Dime time. Keep. Oh, they don't get the score. Kicked out. Bull. 2-ball on the way. It's off target. Loose ball. Who's that off on?
It's off White. Cacho. Such a good job boxing out taller and bigger opponents.
You know, we don't cheer for any team.
Of course.
We're impartial. But I think the Philippines, it's hard not to root for them. Just anybody in the stadium. You could be a Singapore fan. You could be any. It's hard not to root for a team that saw a player go down with such a scary injury yesterday. Everybody could, you know, you have 3 players. You mark it off as a loss typically. And for them to come in against a tough Mongolian team that was a podium finisher last year, and looks like they're going to get this. All you can do is take your hat off and applaud them for that effort. That's a story that you can get behind.
And I tell you what, though, if Mongolia ends up losing this game, which is not over yet, they can only get upset with themselves. The way they approach the game, the way they performed offensively, because to me, there was way too much over-dribbling, not enough flow in the offense. They did not get Kulan on the closeouts that she loves so much. They did not find Ariut Setseg off 2 lady actions. They were kind of just settling to ask for the ball in the post without really moving around as they should. And think about it. If you're being matched up with a team that has no sub, don't you want to make them run as much as possible? Don't you want to make them work defensively as much as possible?
Yeah.
And I was telling you a few minutes ago, the pace of this game and the way Mongolia approaches the game gives the Philippines a chance, because it plays into their head of not burning up too much energy.
On a battle of heart, we can see that the Philippines are definitely game. Joseph tracks it down. Loose ball. She got that thing on a yo-yo string. Cacho caught them slipping. Sneaks to the rim, and it's 18-12. 3-possession lead, but Kulan will not go away quietly. The Warrior Princess is here for the fight. 45 seconds left, 18-14. In and out, and in for the score. It's Jazzy.
It's incredible. And Camille is in the stands crying, emotional. Coach Altamirano hugging out, and it's incredible what's going on right here. Claren cannot hold her tears right now.
With 19 seconds left, or 30 seconds left in a 19-14 game right now. Philippines could win it before the horn. Mongolia's hopes are dimming. It would take a miracle. 12 fouls on the Mongolians. Been a bit of an issue for them here in Singapore this year. Pingo with the quickies. Kulan with a great defense. Joseph tracks it down, but
well, the Philippines has one best friend right now, a friend that helps so much. It's Father Time, only 27 seconds. If you don't foul, the time running out, you just need to hold on to the ball after this. Even if she scores, right now, just hold on to that rock. You don't even have to play fast. They're gonna have to foul, just don't turn it over.
Well, Joseph decides to shoot it
Not a good choice, but there's such a gap that it's not gonna matter, Kyle.
That one off the mark. The final 3 seconds will tick off the clock.
Wow.
And if you are not impressed with this win, then something's wrong with you. Massive Puso from the Gilas, doing it without Camille Claren, who's emotional in the stands. Can you imagine how that coaching staff, how that training staff is feeling right now? She's got the camera surrounding her. Only one more second left here before this one's officially done. But the game will go final here in just a second. And Camille Claren is waiting on her team to join her. 0.7 seconds left. Won't matter. Last second heave, and that secures it. The Philippines do it with 3, winning by 4 over Mongolia. They are semifinal bound, playing with the heart of their fallen teammate Camille Claren. They now join her on the court. You can see the tears and the emotion. You gotta love this. You gotta love it. Gila's moving on. Hard-fought tournament for Mongolia, who will see their journey in.